So here we've got the JVC HA-M5X Xtreme Xplosive headphones. Now I'm not only going to be doing a review on these, but I'll also compare them to the HA-M5X Xtreme Xplosive headphones by JVC as well. So stay tuned and I'll get it out of the packaging and show you around them in a bit. I'll give you quickly some specifications to do with these headphones. So they are over-ear headphones. They have 50mm drivers with a neodymium magnet. They have a frequency response of 7 to 23,000 Hz and a 32 ohm impedance. So I'm going to get on to the design and the rest of the headphones now and get on to my conclusion at the end. Starting off with, we have the gold plated 3.5mm headphone jack, as well as a 1.2 meter cable, which is 2.6mm thick. Now the thickness of the cable is actually important, because if it's too thin, it's likely to stretch, and if you stretch the cable, you stretch the wire inside the cable, and if you stretch the wire inside the cable, you can actually damage the quality of the audio that's being passed through the cable. So having a cable this thick is actually good in terms of the performance of the headphones. Now I'm just going to bring up the connections on the cables themselves. Now you can tell just by looking at them, and I can back it up that they don't get damaged at all. You know, you're not going to witness any fraying or tearing at these connections, as well as on the headphones themselves, right there. Now another feature which I think is important to point out is the cups themselves. Now this is memory foam padding, not just normal foam, this is memory foam padding. And also, if you look there from the bottom, this is the back of the headphones and this is the front. It's actually angled so that the back sticks out more and the front is sort of about as far in as possible. Now what this does is it fits the shape of your head a lot better than, say, just a straight cup, which is not only better for comfort, but it's also better for sound isolation, especially seeing as these are over-ear headphones. Moving around the headphones, I'm just going to point out the back on the headband. Now I've used the HA-M5Xs, I've done a review on them, that'll be linked at the end, but I complained that the padding on the top was too thin. On these ones it's a lot thicker and it's a lot better, and personally I think it's about as perfect as you can go in terms of comfort. Now I don't particularly like the design on the headbands in terms of the padding. I don't think that the camouflage design suits the headphones that well. I think a red and black design all around would have been better, but in terms of padding and comfort, they are about as good as it gets. For the price, that is. Obviously £500 headphones are going to be 10 times better. Now another thing that I wanted to point out was these sliders. Now another thing I complained about is this in the S4Xs, that they were too rough in terms of sliding out. These ones are a lot smoother, but that comes with the sort of problems. Now I've been using these for a while now, testing them, and after sliding them in and out quite a bit, it starts to become too loose to the point where it wiggles a bit. Now that doesn't affect performance of the sliders, you know, their sliding performance, and it doesn't make them too loose to the point where it's damaging the way that it stays on your head or anything, or comes, you know, unloose or whatever. It doesn't affect anything at all, and they are strong, so they're not going to snap at all. It's not a affecting factor at all. So I think it's time to move on to my thoughts on the design and on the performance of the headphones, pretty much my conclusion, and then that's it. So yeah, stay tuned for that. So when talking about the conclusion, you really got to split it up into two things: design and performance. Now, I'm just going to get my notes, calm down. I'm going to start off with the design really, because the performance is obviously it's the yes or the no when it comes to the headphones. So, talking about the design, I think it's a really good design. I think everything but the headband design is amazing. Now, I'm the type of person who likes headphones which look different. So, you get headphones which are a closed design, so they're not open. So all they do is they put a sheet of metal on either side, attach it to a flimsy headband and call them expensive headphones and say, well, it's a sleek, unique design. They're amazing, and you know, they might perform nice, but they look the same as a £10 set of headphones, a £5 set of headphones, because they're not different. Whereas these, yes, they are cheap-ish headphones, but they look different. They catch your eye. Now, I like that in a set of headphones, and I think if you I'm just going to pull the headphones up. If you look at these headphones, they don't really look as cheap as they cost. And if you're going to be buying cheap headphones, that's also a thing that you might be looking for. So I think everything but the camouflage design on the headphones is nice. It looks great, and obviously the design actually, I mentioned, say the cable, for example. The design does actually improve, if not help, the performance of the headphones. So in terms of the performance of the headphones, now the sliders, obviously that could come under design, but I thought, seeing as it is actually whether it's good or not in terms of moving parts and whatever, I thought I'd class it as performance, and that is it's iffy whether it's good or not. I can't actually make I can't make a decision. I know I have to, but I sort of can't, because they're good and bad, so there's sort of good points, bad points on them. But whether they sound good or not, that's the main performance bit. Now, these headphones, they're all about explosive bass. That's the whole series, Xtreme Explosives. Yes, they are good with bass. They're better than most in their price range, but it's not extremely explosive. None of them in the series are extremely explosive, because you can't expect that from something in this price range without ones that are killing themselves. I've had ones with bigger bass, but they slowly destroy themselves. Now, with these being all about bass, all about the lows and everything, the highs and the mids, they're not as good as a better balanced set of headphones in the price range, but they are better than your standard set of headphones in that price range, because in the say £20 to £30 headphone range there is a lot of rubbish. You do have to filter out all the rubbish headphones to find the good ones, and these I would put in the good area of headphones in that price range. Now, saying that they aren't as good as a more well-balanced set of headphones in terms of the mids and the highs, they do actually perform better than the HA-S4Xs, and they're only a couple of pounds more expensive. So, in terms of the conclusion in a sentence, I think they're an amazing set of headphones for the price, and I think it's definitely worth buying. But I'll talk about something just in a second. It's a bit of information on a new video that I will be doing to do with these headphones, so I'll get onto that and then I'll say goodbye and tell you about all the incoming stuff that needs to be done and stuff that I've been working on. Oh, okay, so that little introduction from the outroduction on that last clip. Now, these headphones, like I said, are in the £20 to £30 price range at the point of making this video. Now, I'll bring them up. They're over-ear headphones. They're the HA-M5Xs, which you've just been watching a review on. Here we have the JVC HA-S4Xs on ear. And here, in this little box, we have the JVC HA-F-X1Xs in-ear headphones. Sorry, I don't want to make it sound stupid, but I've got to emphasise those things. they're all within a couple of pounds of each other in terms of the price. They're, say, these are £23, these are 24, and these are 27. They're all, like I said, in the same sort of price range. Now, that gave me an idea for a comparison video. There was also a viewer wanted to know about which one's headphones are better, and I thought, well, I'll include that in the video. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing a comparison video of all of these headphones, telling you which ones are better, which ones are worse, but also what type of headphones is better for a certain scenario. So say you're travelling, whether these are better than these for travelling, or these are better than these for in the gym, or whatever. But I'm going to be doing a video pretty much, I don't know, I'll call it a buyer's guide, or some sort of guide to what headphones you really want to be buying, because, you know, if you're going to a gym, you don't want to be wearing really bulky headphones, but you, at the same time, you don't really want to be using in-ear headphones unless they're waterproofed, moisture-proofed actually, because some in-ear headphones, you know, your ears start to sweat and there's nowhere for the water to go then down into the earbud, and you know that can damage the headphones. But that's a little sneak bit of information on that video. So I'm going to be giving you a little bit of help on which headphones you actually want to buy, and that's not just in this range, but the style of headphones as well. And I might do a bit on the prices, whether you want to be going to the gym, like I said, I'm using this as a big example, whether you want to be going to a gym in £200 headphones. So that is my little sneak peek video introduction to another video that I'll be doing. So even more information, I don't want to boggle your mind with all of this information, but there will be a written review on these headphones as well. So you can head over to the new website, which is www.haltechtv.com. Now that will have a section for written reviews, and the written review will be there for these headphones. I will be trying to get written reviews up as well for all the products that I've done in the past on this channel, as well as all the products that I've been doing in the future. Obviously, if it's a little product, there might not be a written review if I can fit it all into the video review, if it's not that big a deal. But yes, so there will be the unboxings, the video reviews, the written reviews. There will also be vlogs from the vlog channel on that, which are computer related. And there will be also another feature, which is the main point in having this website, and that is a questions and requests bit. Now, what I will be doing there is you can obviously ask questions that you want answers to. Say, for example, you want information on what products I think you should buy, or am I religious? I don't know. Any questions that you want to ask, and obviously, you know, if I'm going to answer it, I will answer it on the vlog channel, but that's not really what it's there for. The requests bit is what it's there for. Now, if you want a product reviewing by me, you can head over to the website, click on that section, and type your little product into the box, click ask or whatever, and you'll be sending me the request for that product. Now, what I'll be doing then is I'll be reviewing the request for the review, and seeing if it's worth doing. Now, 9 times out of 10 I will say yes, it's worth doing, and I will get the product in and review it, because in my eyes, obviously, there's one person out there that wants the review, and one person is all it needs, because at the end of the day, all the video needs is one view, and I'm happy. I don't want to have 0 views. So yeah, if you want a particular product reviewing, don't hesitate to go over and submit your little request. Submit your product request in that section on that website. But other than that, also like the Facebook page. Other than that, I'm Thompson. Don't forget to subscribe, and goodbye. Also, there's an ice cream van outside, so I'm gonna rush off.